this is going to be your big picture video today. Let's just try and zoom out and try to understand how it all works. Let me simplify it for us all. We should all be striving towards becoming the ultimate best version of ourselves. If all of us did that, we would eventually come to a harmonious situation where we've got some sort of a utopia because we've all come to a knowledge of what the truth is. And truth is not subjective. Truth is an objective reality of how things actually are. Now, I have a definition for truth, and hopefully you like it because it works. The definition for truth is that which works in the long run and in the big scheme of things. If something truly just works and is principle based, which means that it can be applied in your jurisdiction, in any situation, because humans are humans and people are people, then we have something that we can hold on to. And that's a powerful thing, because if we can at some point in the future all agree that this principle is correct, like for example, kindness, okay? That's a principle, that's a truth that works. Yeah, but some people will say nice guys, finish last. What? Just understand the principle, okay? Because the aspect of female nature, that's a different story when it comes to nice guys. We just need to understand the principle of kindness is something that does work the vast majority of the time in the long run and in the big scheme of things. Because if someone is actually kind, they will figure out ways to benefit other people and also themselves. So if we understand that, then we need to figure out who we should listen to. Who should we care about when it comes to their opinion? Because there's two different parties. When you arrive at a specific junction and someone is telling you, no, you have to think like this. You have to say things like this. You have to do things like this, and you have to ingrain that habit inside for yourself like this. And then you have someone that completely and utterly disagrees with them and say, no, don't listen to those people. You need to think and say and do and ingrain the habit into yourself like this. Who should we listen to? It's problematic because there's so much division and so much, you could say, lies, because someone has to be lying. Or someone has to be saying the non-full truth. And that could be either because they're lying on purpose in order for them to get their way, or it could be because they simply don't know. And we have to understand that that is possible. And we have to research ourselves to try and figure out, is that person correct or is that person correct? And you are on a constant, continuous learning experience going through life, trying to figure out what's what and what is working, what does not work. And we're going to continuously learn from each other and from life itself, because it's going to kick us in the face. But eventually we're going to come to that knowledge of the truth of how something works. And then it simply does work. And then we can all benefit from it because we're in all full agreement about that specific thing. So let me give you suggestions for how you can know which person that you should actually listen to their opinion, care about it, apply that information, and live your best life as a result. The best way to understand who you should care about is to look at their lives, okay? By their fruits you shall know them. What behaviors or what results does this person have in their lives? And you will be able to see, are they negative? Are they excited about the future? Are they struggling financially? Do they have good relationships or bad relationships? Do they have the kind of relationships you want to have? Are they healthy? Are they fat? Are they obese? You need to look at their situation to be able to grade from a scale of 1 to 10, should I be listening to this person? Now, if this person has the life that you desire, the thinking that you desire, the words that you desire, the behavior and the habits that you desire, then that person would be a 10. You should be listening to that person. But if they do not have those things, and in fact, they're opposite, you're trying to run away from those habits, that behavior, those results that they've got in their lives, well, guess what? Like, you have to run away from also what they say, because what they're saying to you, trying to bring their opinion on you, and they're going to influence you no matter what. If you're in the vicinity of someone who you have a close affinity to, meaning that you guys are actually communicating back and forth, and things that they say go into your subconscious and things that you say go into their subconscious, you're going to eventually be influenced. However, on the other hand, you're also going to influence them. The one that's going to be influenced the most, however, is the one that has the most doubt. There are some people that are so completely and utterly wrong about things in life, yet they believe that they're 100% completely and utterly correct. And they have no doubt about it. Those people you should run away from, because it's a problem that they are so certain about something if they're wrong. Imagine if they're wrong and they're so certain about that thing. Because most of us have some sort of doubt. Because we're faced with failure, we're faced with issues, we're faced with our own insecurities and doubts, right? And so if someone who is completely and utterly certain about something, and that's something that they're certain about is utterly wrong, they're gonna win that battle of doubt. Because their certainty is greater than our doubt, and so we lose that battle, and we're influenced to go in their direction. Very dangerous. Those are the people that you should not care about their opinions or their thoughts or their behavior, for that matter. You need to move yourself away from it. It's tricky when it's family, isn't it? Because when it's family, you kind of have to just suck it up if you want to stick around with that, family. They're your blood, they're your relatives, and there's nothing more important than relatives. It's kind of like, you got to love your parents, okay? Like, there's no excuse for not loving your parents, because they've raised you and they've done so many wonderful things for you, but you don't necessarily have to adopt their mindset and their thinking of how the world works because of evolution, okay? Every single generation has to be rebelled from in order for things to improve. Or else we should just remain in the same condition and just accept that things are the way they are and it is what it is. No, we have to rebel, because that's what leaders do. Trendsetters. You rebel, do something different, and other people say, whoa, he's doing things that way. I've never seen that before. I kind of like it. I want to go in that same direction. And that's how we pave a new path towards eventually getting to that unity of truth that we need to get to, as I explained in the beginning. If we're not continuously rebelling against those that have raised us, or continuously rebelling against that information or that truth that they had in the past that wasn't the truth, that was actually incorrect, that were traditions, if we don't proceed past that, we're always going to remain in ignorance, and we'll never arrive at that fountain of truth, the fountain of light, the fountain of opportunity that is out there for us. It's those that are pioneers toward great things that actually end up getting the greatest rewards, because they led us out of darkness. We were completely and utterly in the darkness from the very beginning of mankind. And every single generation, we get a little bit more light, and then a little bit more light, and then a little bit more light, until we can see the full-blown picture in 4K or 100K or whatever it is. That's how it works. And so you have to be really careful about whose opinion you care about, because they might steer you in the direction of darkness unknowingly and And you'll be stuck there just because you chose to listen to them. You chose to invest your time in them. You chose to invest your money in them. You chose to follow them on their path towards wherever. Whether that's comfortability, whether that's safety, whether that's don't take too many risks, whether that's, you just need to save up for your retirement because that's what we do as a society. You work and then you save up 40 years for your retirement. I'm like, what are you talking about? You need to spend the next 2 to 5 years to build a massive financial cushion of skills, and that's your retirement. And you build up systems so that other people can plug into those systems. You take a small percentage of that, and you'll have money pumping in for the rest of your life, and your children's lives, and your grandchildren's lives, if you teach them the right way. It's very important to listen very carefully, or to choose very carefully who you should listen to. Now, on the other hand, there are people that are living their best lives. The only issue is that we're in a social media type of circumstance where we might not know and understand who's fake and who's not. And the only way to really figure that out is to actually try products, try communities, try programs, try opportunities that are before you, but try the low scale ones, the cheaper programs, the cheaper information. You don't have to go first full forward with that 4K program or that 10K program if you're not quite sure if this person is the real deal. Right? You need to check out the reviews. You need to check out the testimonials. You need to understand, does this person have my interests at heart? And there are some that actually do. And some of those actually are living their best lives and are living the life that you desire. And so if you have access to them, which you do because of the internet, then you should seek them out, DM them, okay? And if they respond, fantastic. That's an opportunity for you. Most people do not respond to their DMs once they become successful. But if you can find someone who is living their best life, who has your best interests at heart, and then you actually check the reviews, check the testimonials, try their low ticket offer, whether that's a free program or whether that's a $199 program, you should try things out so that you can get closer to those people that have what you want. Because if you just leave the vacuum of people that you used to listen to, and then you depart from them now, you'll be in a very lonely position, and you might get to the point where you'll listen to anyone because you just don't want to be alone and lonely. But remember, you have to become the best version of yourself in order for us to progress towards truth. That one day when all of us will be united about it, you have to find the people that are closest to the truth, that have massively moved towards it themselves through massive work ethic and through massively being coachable, which I'm going to discuss in my next video. So make sure you subscribe and like. Because as you understand the big picture of how the world works, you will put yourself on a path to massive success, joy, bliss, and happiness. The more truth you acquire, and you got to remember the integrity gap that I've explained in the past, the more you acquire the truth and apply it, the better your life is going to be. Because that is how the truth works. You will be able to harvest the sweet fruit of truth if you plant the seed of the right stuff. And it's out there, and people have it, and I'm excited to help you to figure that one out. And I'll see you guys in the next one.